do you think that you guys could be considered the 10th best team in the world right now? I'm just trying to get you to say yes so I can like...
Yes.
Hey there, everybody. Parks Ousley here with Upcomer, and I'm joined by Team Liquid's bot laner, Hans Sama. Congratulations on your win. You just took down TSM, which usually is like kind of a fun thing to say. This year it's looking a little bit different, but you did complete the first round robin. You are in first place. How does it feel to have the first round of games done in the LCS for your first split?
It feels nice to finish this first round. We're like 7-2, I believe, and I think we have showed well. Even before LCS, we won the lock-in tournament, and I think we showed a good strength of the team. I still think that it's little bit like not how do you say it? We have to change players.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It just feels like every week we can't just keep improving, because we have different supports, and it becomes a little bit different in terms of the champion pool, etc. The way we play as a team. But so far, I'm happy to be able to win that many games in the LCS, including the lock-in, and I'll make sure to win even more for the next one. And I think I'm not at that insane level yet. I think the next week we're gonna be. Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah. So I know at the beginning of the season you spoke with Inman Global about like your level of play specifically, and I'm sure a lot of that has to do with playing with two supports, which you still are doing. Can you talk some about where do you think you are compared to where you want to be individually? And then I want to ask about supports in a second. But first on you.
I don't think I'm satisfied on where I am individually yet. I think I've got a pretty clear idea on how to improve on that. But this period of time where I have to practice with two different support, I have to work on different stuff with both of them, and I feel confused most of the time, because I just like more to play with one support, and then you just build stuff together. You just I would just build whatever I think would be necessary with that support, like term of habits and stuff. But I have to always swap around, and it becomes a bit hard for me to even focus on my own stuff. But yeah, I think Core is gonna come back. I think with Core we could be very, very strong. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think you definitely can. I know. So Core last week, I think, said that Eyla was the second best support in the LCS, and that Core was the only one better than him. And I spoke with Eyla about that, and he kind of laughed and kind of talked a little bit about maybe it could be true, but probably not. But like maybe he's close. What is it like for you working with Eyla? Obviously, Core is a world champion, and he's like the best player in the LCS and all of that. But what is it like working with Eyla, kind of, forgetting all of the issues having to swap back and forth, but just him specifically?
I think Eyla is a really good player, and a type of player that is really, like, how do you say it? Because there's some type of player that wouldn't be up to improve that much, but I feel like he's always like positive, like good vibe, always looking to improve. He is always he doesn't really have this feeling of blaming on others, even though others make mistakes. I feel like he has really nice attitude. I think he's really good mechanically, and he's very strong on like this. I thought that he was really special on like this range support. I think he's really good on that. And I think playing with him, we had some weeks because I'm the veteran, right? And I need to like talk more, because his place is like he comes from the academy, and he comes, and then it becomes I think he's like used to like talk more, but it feels unnatural to do that with that many veterans in the team. Yeah, I was always trying to try to talk more with Eyla, and then Core would talk more, so I would like talk less. I just focus on my AD carry things. But yeah, playing with Eyla has been pretty fun so far.
Yeah, that does actually add like a different layer that I wasn't really thinking about. I imagine most people aren't like, oh, he's a rookie, he's a veteran, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that makes it pretty complicated. Well, you all look great. You are still 7-2, obviously, most of that with Eyla. So that's pretty nice. And you got the 2-1 on the Super Week, but
Yep.
pretty good.
It was,
7-2 moving into the second half. So I want to talk about a couple other teammates really quickly, and then I want to kind of get more into, you mentioned you're a veteran. That's very true. We've been seeing you for a while now. First, kind of with that context, I wanted to ask what it's like playing with Whippo, because I think it was yesterday, I was sitting out like before the games, and Whippo was just like talking to you about like jungle and like how to play through bot and like all of this stuff. And it was just kind of interesting as an outsider, like seeing him talking to you about the game. And I think you've actually been playing like 2 or 3 years longer than him or something. And he's like talking to you about bot lane, and like he's a top laner. So I'm just wondering, like, what is it like playing with Whippo, who has like such a creative mind for the game and is always like so willing and excited to talk about all of that?
I think playing with Beppo is like actually really nice. I thought that it was really impressive the way he it's quite really smart. Obviously, a lot of people know that. Really creative. But the thing that I like the most is, I enjoy being his teammate. I feel like he's a very nice teammate in the games. That every game I have some stuff bad that happens, but it feels like even though it was someone else's mistake, he would never be in a position to be like, it sucks for me. It just feels like he's like very positive somehow. I just feel like maybe for example I did a mistake that his lane, but he's like still. He's bad, my bad. It's like it doesn't like take the blame on others, and I thought it was because the top laner that has that many, no, not that many, but that less amount of jungle proximity. I think he's one of the least in the LCS, and he still like do a decent job, and he never like. Have trouble being like, I need more help, guys. No, he's always like, fine, good, and he's always, if there's something bad that happened, not even his fault, he's like, oh, my bad. I'll just, he's trying his hardest, and I feel like it's very nice to work with.
That's awesome. That's fun to hear. And then really quickly, I just wanted to ask, Bjergsen mentioned it on stage in the post-game interview, that he was like, okay, guys, TSM is really bad right now, but like we have to take it seriously. I'm not losing against them. Did he like give a pep talk or anything before the game?
No, I think we had a bit of fun before the draft begins, and he said like, focus up, guys. He really, wants to win.
Okay, that's funny.
I see that all of my teammates are so like, how to say? They try their hardest, and it feels pretty nice. It's pretty inspiring, and I will try my hardest as well. I like that kind of vibe in the team.
Yeah. I think it shows. So I want to touch back on your career some. I think the LCS is in a very interesting place because League has existed for a long time now, and we have pros like Aframu, who's been here for a decade, and then you have also not been in the LCS long, but you've been playing for a very long time. And then we also have people like Jojo Pune, who's like 17, and like a bunch of other rookies or people who were in academy or ERLs for 3 or 4 years, and then now this is like their first big shot. Yeah. So it's like a really weird mix. What is it like for you? You're on a team of mostly veterans, and when Core is playing, it's entirely veterans. But what is your kind of own reflection of your career? you went to Worlds in, I think it was, 2017, when you all had that incredible run on Misfits. That was a long time ago. So
Yeah, it was.
how do you feel right now being on Team Liquid? Like, where's your head at?
I think being Team Liquid, with this team in specific, I feel like everyone is so strong, can be so strong. Well, sometimes we don't have the greatest game in the LCS, and the games are like kind of odd. But I feel like our potential is really, really strong, and I can see it. And I feel really excited to be in Team Liquid this year. And for my personal goal, personal expectation, personal feeling of myself, I feel like I can go to the next level than I did last year. I think last year I did a nice performance at World, and I had a clear idea on how to improve. And during those lock-in, before lock-in, there was some stuff happening. I had to. I didn't think that was that clear of a practice for me. Everything felt messy, so because of the roster swap mainly, and me starting practice late. But after all of that, when everything is settled, I think I can go to the next level. Trying really hard to adjust in things that are different here in NA and Team Liquid than I had in EU at Rogue. But yeah, I feel very excited to be part of TL. I think we're gonna do really great.
Yeah, I think so too. I actually, this is I guess a side tangent, and I'll let you go after this. My website we put out tier lists every week, like a power ranking, and we put Team Liquid as 10th best in the world last week.
Yeah.
Do you think that you guys could be considered the 10th best team in the world right now? I'm just trying to get you to say yes, so I can like.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure. We will have to see in the international tournament. It's where you prepare for the matches against the best team in the world and see how it goes. Right now, if tomorrow we will play against the best team in the world, I have no idea. I have no idea. But like I said, I think I could actually see how much potential we have because everyone is just like so good. Everyone is veteran, but on top of that, I think mechanically wise, we are like really, really good, and we know almost everything about the game, I would say. And it's just about putting all that together so we are on the same page, doing the right thing together, always feeling connected, playing around the map, synergy-wise, that good vibe as a team. I just see that angle to that opportunity, this feeling that we can be so much stronger. I'm gonna work really hard to reach that with that team.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate the interview. Congrats on being in first place at the end of the first round robin. Good luck in the second half. And for all of you out there watching, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. Check out the rest of the content, and we will catch you next time.